really appreciate for a bunch of reasons. One, obviously, for supporting NSA. Two, by coming to this show, you're supporting Sunrise Day Camp, the only camp in the nation for pediatric cancer patients and their siblings, free of charge. 25% of the proceeds from the show will be going to the kids. How much is it? I stand corrected, 25%. So thank you for coming out, supporting, and you are helping a great cause in the process.
We have one more thing for you guys before you peace out. We have a couple of people graduating / leaving the group. You know, like leaving Binghamton. So, okay. Hey, thanks for coming. Deborah joined No Strings Attached, the Alto family, in spring 2011. And she is an incredible person. She works incredibly hard. She is neuroscience and like genius and amazing in school and still manages to get like straight A's and like really good grades and comes to rehearsal every time, and she's at sectionals and she works her ass off, butt off, sorry. And she was one of the first people to accept me into the group with open arms and help me with anything. And as quiet and like cute as she seems, she is like the funniest person you will ever meet. Like these quiet little comments that nobody hears, and you're hysterical laughing. But Deborah really is the best, and we're gonna miss her like crazy. She's an incredible asset to the group, and I cannot believe she's leaving. But I know you'll come back and visit, and you always have a home here with NSA. So, for every graduating senior, they get a coloring book, and Deborah has pirates! Oh my god, yeah, did you? Okay, and... Thank you. Every senior also gets a photo, so now she's got a collage of the group. And yes, and then we also have something for our seniors this semester. They get thank you. We have a shirt, and then later today we have Sharpies so we can all autograph them. And the shirt says, "We're adults." When did that happen? Yes. I can't. How do we make it? We're adults. When did that happen, and how do we make that stop? My speech is for Ellie. Guys, it's single spaced to full page. Bear with me. So, upon first glance, most people would just see a quiet Jewish guy when they looked at this grad student. He doesn't seem particularly outgoing. He speaks softly and barely lifts his arms during physical warm-ups. But when I see Ellie, I smile, because beneath his solemn exterior is someone who has stuck with the group for a long time and has never been more dedicated. Ellie joined No Strings Attached long before I was a member, before most of us even joined. He was there for many of NSA's firsts, like the first semester show and our first constitution that was real, that his apartment mate drafted, and that doesn't count the one that calls us the Vibes. Ellie works hard. I can say that as a fact, or at least I can take what I see. For example, I made a harmony for Can You Feel the Love Tonight, and Ellie spent hours upon hours listening to it on replay to learn it. And if we ever ended up using it, I promise he would do it really well. He learns quickly, and although he's so stubborn to never ever learn music terminology, he still picks up the music well and knows immediately when things are off, and Ellie has even corrected me a few times. He really knows what he's doing, and he's truly talented. Ellie has a belief that anyone in the group should be able to sing a solo at any time, so he knows every male and probably female solo, just in case. He's even sung the tenor part because we needed it. He's dependable and he's always there at every gig and every rehearsal, always dedicated. And for those of you who don't know, this group has a small tradition of picking a newbie to be the group's mascot. And 2 years ago when it started, the mascot was Tess, and last year it was me. And it's just a little way of going the extra mile to make sure the newbies are friends and get everyone accustomed. And this was how I got to know Ellie really well, because he was one of the main perpetrators who made mascots go to Night Owl and hang out with them all the time. All the time.
You're not allowed to say that all.
I wrote it all the time. Yes, I did write it twice. After every single rehearsal, no matter if we had 8 a.m. classes or huge amounts of work to be done. Now, that sounds like an introvert's worst nightmare, but it was one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. Yes, Ellie and the others paid a lot of unnecessary attention, making me laugh when I tried to drink water, so that was nearly impossible. They teased me like a younger sister, feeding me sweets and stretching stories about buying cake. But they really took me under their wings, and Ellie especially. And I can say that I made a really good friend in Ellie, and he's someone who can honestly tell me when I'm wrong, when I'm right, what he thinks is best, completely unbiasedly with no beating around the bush. He has taught me invaluable lessons, like how to factor in everyone's opinions and then make an educated decision. He's walked me home numerous times from his apartment, which is 100% out of the way for him. He's cheered me up when I'm sad. He's made me laugh and smile until it hurts, and he hasn't just been there for me. He's been an incredible friend to every member in the group, past and present. Ellie, you may laugh during Constitution meetings when no one can figure out what a quorum is. And you may decide it's funnier to just watch us struggle with each other. But you do know what's best for the group and for everyone, and every member of NSA has the utmost respect for you. And although your religion does not permit me to make physical contact with you, know that if I could, I'd give you the biggest hug ever for being one of the best friends I could ever hope for. And this is my friend Ellie, and I'm going to miss him dearly. Thank you. I also gave him a small thing that has the Lego movie in it, and I know he'd love the Lego movie.
Well, that's going to be difficult to follow, but where's my friend Zach? Zach! Okay, so I'm not an English major, so it's not going to sound as good as Rachel. That's also on my iPhone, but I tried really hard, okay? Okay, I also wrote a poem because I don't know how to write other things. Okay, here I try. Zach. Zachary Jared Tuckbelt. As an original member, you've been through it all. You've watched NSA rise and sometimes nearly fall. You're part of the heart that makes the group great. You're always there for anyone and you do whatever it takes. From representative to VP and president at the end, the best position you've held has been being our friend. You're a main reason NSA survived. Baby projects often fail, but you are a loyal guy and you would never bail. You're always at rehearsal, early and prepared. You joke with us, but you're serious too. You give us confidence when we're scared. Sometimes you make fun of me to a point no one could ignore. About every quirk you try to be a jerk, but I end up just loving you more. You always do whatever it takes to help a friend in need. You're kind and smart and you do the right thing. You know how a president should lead. You've been an anchor for NSA in the past, and now I know it's our job to make sure it lasts. You're like a brother to me, and your departure makes me want to cry. But I guess it's only right that now we sing you goodbye. We can sing it again. Just a quick thing about Zach. I don't know how many of you know this, but NSA is not at all one of the oldest groups in Binghamton. We're very, very new, and it's very difficult to start a new a cappella group. But Zach was one of the people who stayed, and he stayed here no matter what happened through the ups and downs. And if Zach wasn't here, I'm pretty sure this group would not exist right now. So thank you all for coming, and you're here because of Zach, so that's pretty cool. Zach is one of the most understanding people. No matter who's upset in the group, he'll go up to them and make sure that everything is okay. When I cry over ridiculous things, he just calms me down and just makes fun of me, so I completely forget what I was crying about. But Zach is a really great president, and he's a really good friend, and I'm not going to let him leave because I'm just going to kidnap him because that's how we get our members anyway.
every Christmas.
What?
Rap.